Oh, because I just said to our guest Bob Aska, are you on Royal Baby Watch? To which she replied,
"Well, I would like to make a prediction, but
I
haven't been asked."
Would you like to weigh in? You can certainly do that if you'd like. I mean,
okay, 7 p.m. tonight.
Okay, there you have it, boy, girl.
Girl.
Her name is. Got to complete the whole prediction cycle.
Victoria.
What if Bob's right? What if Bob just rolls in and lays it down? Bob is right on a few things, by the way, and welcome to Breakfast Television, officially, formally. Bob, you are from the Institute for Public Economics, and in a province that, you know, I think people just assume and associate the word boom with Alberta, there's something looming, though, and that is a labor shortage, and it comes with a pretty hefty price tag.
Yes, one of the objectives of the Institute for Public Economics is to foster debate on and informed debate on relevant public policy issues. And this project actually began a couple of years ago when our advisory committee said, you know, the oil sands in situ projects are going ahead. There's going to be a labor shortage. And in talking to people, particularly in the construction industry, there was a great deal of concern that they wouldn't be able to find the jobs. And that also means a loss to the economy from income that wouldn't be earned and corporate profits and income taxes.
Well, I just want to jump in because when you say it will cost the province, I was shocked at how much it will actually, a labor shortage could potentially cost the province. $33.5 billion. I mean, that number to me just, I mean, break that down for me. I don't mean number by number, but that does seem pretty incredulous.
It is a large number, but remember, this is over 4 years, so it's not just 1 year. The province's GDP is about $300 billion a year. So that $33 billion over 4 years is about 2.5%. But the economy grows by about 2.5%. So that is very, very significant.
Yeah.
And close to $7 billion would be lost from corporate and personal and indirect taxes to the federal and the provincial government. But one of the things I would caution your watchers, your viewers on is that these models are based on assumptions that may not always come true.
Right.
And that this is not an exact science.
I'm curious though, just before I get to my next point, or question rather, I'm curious, when you see boom happen anywhere in any kind of economy, do you then start to begin to look for that the labor shortage? Is that soon to follow? Is that historically what happens after a boom?
Well, one of the chapters deals with the historical view of Alberta's boom and bust economy over 2 cycles. And the authors find that it's really towards the end of the boom that things really tighten up.
So then I guess the question is, what can be done here? Because the survey, which actually came out last week, also has and puts forth several recommendations. I mean, we listening to this go, okay then, Bob, okay, then empower us with action here. What can we do?
Well, one of the areas that's pointed out in the study is apprenticeships. And unfortunately, in the last 5 or 6 years, the completion rate by apprenticeships has fallen. And the authors say that if you had a completion rate for apprentices that would be similar to the mid-90s, you'd have an extra 38,000 workers. One of the more practical recommendations the authors make is that for apprentices, they do not have access to the student loan program. And their recommendation is to give them access so they can pay their tuition and buy their tools. So very, very concrete. Also for disabled workers, again, a key source of workers, and that they're recommending that governments pay the capital costs to refurb the workplace.
You also mentioned mature employees. You also mentioned several sort of other people who might want to come back to the workplace that we need to invest in. It's an absolutely fascinating survey. Again, something that you think is for other people to read, but then you start to delve into it and you're like, wait a minute, this is my province. These are my people. Thank you so much, Bob. We've run out of time, but I really do encourage people to get on board. Go to our website. We've got a link there. Do connect. Inform yourself. There's There's lots that can be done. And of course, thank you for doing the good work that you do. I know this is something that's been a passion of yours for a long time. So thank you, Bob. We'll be back right after this. More Breakfast Television continuing right after this.